Hello everyone, welcome back to Bricks and Dragons. We are now in May, so we are doing a lot of Star Wars stuff as much as I can get for what I have available. So I just picked up these figures, not that I think I got them in about last week or so. So what we have is we have 3 droid decals or destroyer droids. This is a mock brand that I had gotten off of Amazon. It was like a 3-pack for, I want to say like $13, $14. So the good and the bad of them, I mean, the nice thing is when I put them next to my minifigure here, they do stand up a little taller. They look pretty nice. The things I'm not as fond about are kind of how the arms sit. I mean, we're trying to stay in that same scale, so I do admit you have to kind of make some concessions here. So what we're looking at is, the feet look pretty good. That I didn't have a problem when I was building, trying to get these pieces on here, which is part of our shield generator to go around. These sit a little goofy to me, but not all that bad. It's just kind of clipping on. I don't know how well you can see this. I'm going to take this apart a little bit. Seeing that I built this off screen. So we have legs or arms, depending on how you want to view them, some smaller arms, and these are just kind of clipped onto those. So it's not a bad thing here in all regards. You could have them sitting up a little bit more, or I've got them forward so they stand up a little higher, and I'm trying to put my droid together upside down. Okay, so I've got them kind of all the way up here. I could make him go back a little bit, so he sits back a little, maybe up a little. There's different ways I could probably do this. I could have the feet in a little bit more. However you decide to do this. The arms, I'm not the happiest with how the arms are. We're using kind of like the club, or sometimes it's used as a gun here to do the arms. And unfortunately, this piece here, being like a hand grasper or whatever, does not hold on to this as good as a regular Lego hand would. Actually, why don't I try this? Because I didn't try this before. All right, that almost works better. So if I was to have that sit there, that might work a little bit better. And then have this arm piece on there for the gun, and then almost kick that out. But in order to do that, I'm going to have something else in there. So as I'm futzing with this, I mean, you see where I'm kind of going on this. Do we kind of redo this, or do I flip this upside down maybe? Which I could, which would change things around. I mean, there are different ways of doing this. For the build of this, the design of this, it's not bad. I'm not really trying to bash it. I think it's pretty decent. I'm just trying to see, is there a possibility of a better way that would actually work better for my small mind here? Okay, so then if I put, and the whole thing is when you see this in the movie, it is kind of spindly because it all rolls up into a ball. So we do have to kind of keep that in perspective here, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to recreate this how it was in the movie. So, I get that. That's not a big deal to me. And I'm holding that no. Trying to do this in real time here. Trying to see if that works a little bit better. It actually does hold that. This piece holds this better to me. And I'm just trying to get this all set right. And there. So maybe I just did a little quick fix that works better for me. whether you pick this up or not, and you say yeah or no. I can't say what you're gonna look at it and say. That's why I present this to you the way I do. You know, because we all have our own views, and I'm not gonna say that mine is right and yours is wrong, because you know, we all can have our own artistic take on it, and I'm just trying to tell you what I feel about it and my pros, my cons. And I'm trying to look around the camera and do this. Okay. So in some regards, I think that almost seems a little bit better to me, because now I can move these, and they don't, the way they were sitting before is I could move it and then it dropped down. I could move it and then it dropped down. So that's where my complaint really came in on this, compared to what we have now. I think that almost works a little bit better, because as you can see, with this one, it's dropped down a little bit. So I'd move it and then it dropped down a little bit. And here, now it's sitting upright a little bit better. So hopefully that kind of clarifies. I don't know. We'll see how I change them. I might take them and move them more like that, and that just gets me, you know, just these couple extra pieces left over. No big deal. But still, it looks pretty good. As far as getting them, like I said, it wasn't a bad price. So when you look at it, price wise, it wasn't bad. It didn't take all that long to put together. And you know, if I'm putting them next to a regular Lego minifigure, I think it sits about where it should. So all in all, it works out pretty good. Maybe a little change is all that's really needed. You know, it's all up to your own interpretation, because I don't think you're going to be getting this for a young kid. You know, I think you're going to be getting this for more of a collector or whatever. And see, now I'm moving this and that arm fell. So I think doing it this way might be a better way of doing that, and just kind of going from that point. So here we are. But that's what we have. It was, like I said, it was a set of 3 of them. So, and I want to say it was like $13 off of Amazon. And of course, because if you have Prime shipping, it was free. It didn't cost you any extra there, just whatever the local taxes are for you. Not a bad price. Works pretty good. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with these. I don't have any real complaints outside of just how those arms are kind of sitting. And I think I got a fix here. Just flip that around. I don't think it really changes the, you know, little extra arm articulation, maybe a little bit, but I think it looks pretty decent that way. And we just go from that point. Otherwise, good figure, good build. I think it does keep a pretty good look of the way it did in the movie. When we saw it in the during the Clone Wars, especially when we got a good view of them in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. So here we are. Hope you like it. Tell me what you think in the comments, and we'll go from there. We'll see you in the next video.